going to talk a little bit about building relationships in this digital world. Everything has gone digital in a very short while, and everyone needs to know how to sustain what they do to be sure that their businesses will progress and move forward. So, welcome.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
All right,
So
let's
much.
talk a little bit about maintaining relationships and the way to do all of this. Just give me a moment. I have something I wrote out here that I want to read out for my viewers. Okay, I can't seem to find it. But it's all right. How can we actually maintain relationships, build a lasting clientele in a digital world? Everybody's hustling for people. So how do we go about all of this?
Thank you so very much. Thank you. Um, Maintaining relationship in a digital world, it's not easy and it's very easy. It all depends on individual. I tell a lot of people that relationship starts from yourself. It starts from you. How do you maintain relationship? There are lots of books you could read. There are lots of podcasts you could follow. But the first thing I always tell people is this: understand yourself, understand your strengths, understand your weaknesses, understand how to communicate with people. If you don't know how to communicate with people, you won't even know how to keep a relationship. So for example, the first thing I tell people is understand yourself. If you can understand yourself, you know how to communicate with people, because for every relationship, there are three rules: communication, consistency. There's communication, there's consistency, and there's rules. Now, what are these rules? What I can take is not what you can take. The way I might communicate with you is not the way you communicate with me. We are in a digital world. For example, I could post content on my podcast, and maybe the way you will see the podcast or the content is not the same way another person is going to see that content. So you must be able to relate, be able to communicate with people. Then once you understand this, then you understand the rules. There are rules of business. On Facebook, for example, there are times we want to post on Facebook. Facebook will tell you copyright. That's digital world. So you have to state, okay, I'm copying this from ITV. More like, let me bring it back to the academic section, more like plagiarism. So if you understand all these things, you'll be able to flow. Not because it's a very competitive world we are in. You now be like, no, there are no manners, and this one, now me reach there first. We have passed that era. There are rules you must follow in this business.
Okay. What are some common pitfalls we should avoid when building relationships in this digital world? We don't want a situation where because we want people to follow us, we want people to know our brand. We are now at home, they call us at odd hours, no boundaries. So, but what are some what are some pitfalls we could meet, and how we can avoid them, and also not self-sabotage?
All right, thank you very much. I tell people, using myself as an example, I'm a working class parent or a mom. I'm a student of University of Benin. I'm into NGOs. I do my public speaking. It's not easy at all. But what I do that has helped me, I ask myself, what if I'm not in this country tomorrow and I have to do different things to make money? Now, there are lots of pitfalls. The first thing is self-care. A lot of us don't understand that self-care. We can't even take care of ourselves. We don't understand self-sabotage. What is self-sabotage? Fear. We are scared of what will people say about me? How will people look at me? What would they say if I don't do these things well? If you do everything well, there's a rule that have worked for me. If everything is perfect, then you are failed. Everything can't be perfect. You must fail. There are times, I remember when I went to Lagos, I was on someone's, she's a YouTuber, I was on her page. I was shaking, I was scared. She was like, relax, don't worry, nobody's seeing you, it's just the camera, just relax. Fear, it's normal. So those fears are there. But in the digital world, you are scared, let me not post this thing, and someone will be like, someone has posted it. People will always post different things. People will still post, I'm going to take from you, bring it up and merge it. So don't let that fear is the main thing. Remove that fear. Then relate with people. Okay, for example, you are into NGOs. You look for someone that is into another NGO, you merge. When you're starting business, you must be ready to merge with someone. Procrastination. A lot of us I'll start my YouTube page tomorrow. I'll start advertising tomorrow. There's someone I saw, the person just carried Malta Guinness. She was just advertising. I don't know if you saw that advertisement.
But as much as you can, don't mention the brand. She carried a soft drink.
Yes, okay, sorry. She carried a soft drink and she was advertising. Then she took another snacks. She was just doing it. One of those snacks, they just called her and made her a brand ambassador. So you don't know where your money will come from. You don't know what you're doing. Just keep doing yourself. Remove that fear. Don't procrastinate. Start it. And boundaries. Understand boundaries. Let people understand you. And just like going back to the first question, maintaining relationship, when you understand boundaries, know how to communicate peacefully. I could tell you, for example, I beg, I don't get that time. I could also tell you, please, it's not convenient for me. Could we make it? It's the same thing you're saying, but different manners. Understand those things. So those are the few things I could say for time constraint.
Okay. There's something about, we've been doing a whole lot of conversations on how to make money on social media. The world is digital, so whether you like it or not, if you sleep on it, the train is still moving. We put things out there, and if you're not careful, it could even result to conflicts. People are trolling you, people are lambasting you. That fear makes people withdraw. You don't know how people react, but peradventure, you're in a situation. Let me use this man, this Ngongongongo, as an example.
Okay.
Brain Jetta used the sound for content creation. It became viral. People are even doing it outside of Nigeria. And he said in his own good thoughts, let him go to the owner of this song and pay him some money. Gave the guy about 2 million, bought him a car. And Nigerians said they were not satisfied. They wanted him to do more. He was trying to explain that any video that is less than a minute, he doesn't get paid for it. Don't go, it was just a few seconds. It's not like he was getting paid. He's doing this because he used someone's material. This someone's intellectual property. I'm just giving him something. So conflicts could arise. How would you advise us to manage conflicts in this digital space when they come?
Thank you very much. As you said, conflict will always arise, especially in this digital world. I'll go back to a rule. If you're not ready for conflict, then you're not ready for the digital world. Conflict will always arise. But I will always use myself. What I do, for example, is communicate. I don't want to mention him, but there's this celebrity that used my face. It was viral. Everybody was now reaching out to me. Hi, OG, they are using your face. He used my voice. More like I'm on TV. He used my voice. He used my face. But it was now making it look like he was the one interviewing me. A lot of people were tagging, this is my friend, this is my sister. I relaxed. What I did, I now chatted him. Hi, good afternoon. This is my face, this is my deeds, this is my voice. I've not grown into you. What do you have to do? It was like, do you need money? I said, no, I don't need money. Let's merge. Let's communicate. So when conflicts arise, a lot of people will tell you different things, but I tell people you're the only one that know how to undo your things. So when things like that happens, just relax. Ask yourself, how do you go about it? Rather than looking for trouble or looking for different things, look for a way whereby you can gain from that conflict positively. Just like you used the example, using the gongongon. If you also notice, a lot of people have been going to pay homage to the celebrity. What if he came out and started quarreling? The same Nigerians will come and turn it against him. But he was smart. He used the calm physiology. He used the calm system. He relaxed. Everything came back to him. So when conflict arises, it's not time for you to go and start tagging and quarreling. Look for how to merge with that person. We're in a system whereby people want to merge. One brand wants to merge with another brand so that you are known. So rather than quarreling, this digital world is not for quarrel. It's for communicating. It's for taking from me. I take from you. We grow our brand. So apparently that's where we are today. Using my experience, that's where we are.
Beautiful. Some of us are not preachers of love. We don't like peace. We like war.
But
so this is for you.
You will not make it if you like war. Yeah. You won't make it. Honestly, you won't make it. You wouldn't make it. There's something one celebrity said. If you follow a lot of YouTubers, she said, this is not the era to be quarreling. This is the era. If you like something, I like your program, I could reach out to you. Right. Don't feel intimidated. We will leave you behind. We are moving. Don't quarrel. At the end of it, it's what you want to get. Everything is, what do I get from this scenario?
So let's talk just a little bit about tools that we could use, like what are some of the best practices for effective virtual meetings and collaborations?
Okay, thank you very much. Okay, effective virtual meetings and collaborations. Most times you get bored, you don't even know how to start. So let's start from we that are just starting up. You know, when I started, I had to go online. What do I want to talk about? I'm into NGOs, I'm in school. There are lots of platforms, either YouTube, WhatsApp, LinkedIn, Google Meet. You join all those platforms. For example, I'm in a group, Women in Business. It's from those women in business, for example, you saw me there.
Exactly.
You saw me, I was, and who is this girl? I like this topic you're talking about. Come and talk, let's discuss. Don't be shy. Don't be intimidated. We have left that era. This is the digital world. Go online. Ask yourself, what I want to study or what I want to talk about might not be what you want to talk about. For example, you are well known in the state. You are a TV presenter. I'm not a TV presenter, but I'm a public speaker. There are two different things. But I need you to help me. You need me to help you. So look for a group or a brand. Join them on LinkedIn. A lot of people will tell you, I have friends that will say, I cannot be paying data for another person to be growing. You will spend money to get money. That's the era we are in. You will have to pay somebody. You will pay. You will register into their platform. You will learn from them. That platform will create other platforms for you. That is how we are now. So if you're not ready to spend money, then you have left. So you join either WhatsApp, you join a LinkedIn, you join an Instagram, you join Google Meet. Those places we have when they meet for their various meetings, maybe Tuesday, 7 p.m. You get, if I tell you something, you will laugh. Do you know it was 2 years ago I knew how to mute when you are in a meeting? They'll be like, oh, you are not mute. We are hearing your voice. Mute that thing. I'm like, how do they mute? So, but I'm learning. So you join all those groups. You learn how to mute. You learn how to prepare slide. You group. It doesn't affect your job. Make sure you give in your best at your office or your business. You join all those brands. Like I said, my brand might not be your brand. You might be the preacher of love. You might be the one that is using the negotiation skills. You might be like, for example, I love Ibukun Awochika. You can be that woman that wants to be there in her marriage, in her foundation, at the same time there in her business. You follow those people's pages. They do a seminar. People are discouraging you. Don't pay this money. Pay the money. Join the group. Engage in the program. Meet with them. Don't feel intimidated. At the end of it, what works for me is, where am I going to? What do I want from this person? Always, I might be talking like a politician, but that's what it is. So it's all about what do you want to achieve in this cycle of friends
That you have. I want to say thank you for being with us today. I've actually learned a whole lot. If not anything, it's not every time they throw you throw back. You need to be calm, take it easy, and learn a whole lot. You just said something about making slides. I saw your slides and it was really beautiful.
Thank you.
I was even going to ask about it, like how did you come about the colors, the combination? It was very informative, but also very artistic. I really liked that.
I'll tell you. I remember during my master's and defense. So a friend of mine, she's very smart, very intelligent. She finished with first class during her master's. So she did a slide and was like, Oji, let me help you do this slide. This your slide is simple, it's color, brief, bullet point. Let me do a very classic slide that when the prof sees it, they will be happy. So when she did the slide, I was like, this is a first class student slide. This is not for B and C students. She said, why is detailed? I said, no, let me do my slide myself. Then I did it. She was able to defend her slide because that's what she is. And I did my own in the level I can defend my slide. And since then, everybody was like, very simple, bullet point, very beautiful. So just do what you can do and defend it. You might not be the best, but my dad will always say, if you're going to the next stage, that's all that matters. You are not in the same stage. You are moving. That's all that matters.
Thank you so much.
Thank you for having me.
I'll be bringing her back on television. I know, but it won't be on business at all because I've heard her do a whole lot of teenage counseling and all that. So in terms of family relationships, I will pull her down. So watch out.